Do svidaniya, comrades. And that's about as much Russian as I know. Well, that and Tetris. What? Tetris is Russian? Apple made a whole action movie about it. Anyway, why do I bring this up? Well, because this song was again one of the rare examples of having the source, a music video in this case, but not knowing who the singer was. And this song was recorded in Russian and primarily investigated by Russians. So, for the non-Russians amongst us, and for the Russians alike, let's talk about case file 12758060, My Wandering Fire. Starting things off with an admin note here, not only was this song primarily investigated by Russians, but also in Russian, a language that I do not read or speak. So I am going to be using Google Translate for certain portions of this, so apologies for any weird translations or butchered names. Anyway, we had this music video to go off of, with an original post dated 2017 from Russian social media site VKontakte. We also had lyrics, which led to the placeholder name, My Wandering Fire. And we even knew the person who wrote the song's lyrics, as well as the person who composed the song. We also got additional information, including this music video having aired on Russian TV radio station NBN, likely in 1996. There were also numerous leads that had already been ruled out, including the writer and composer, the TV station, and several notable Russian singers, including the ex-wife of the composer. We learned a bit more from the lyricist, again reiterating that he didn't know the singer and that his lyrics had been used many times. Then we came up with a new idea, the Russian Author Community, or RAC, which is similar to musicians' rights databases like Songview or SOCAN, but not to be confused with another society, the Russian Authors Society, or RAO, but remember that for later. PNWM-Trabial found a similarly edited video from the same time, so we contacted the company that produced that music video. We also talked about the similar case, The World Was So Easy, and how just like no one could identify the guitarist in that music video, though we did only have 3 seconds of that one, no one could identify this singer either. And if you'd like to hear more about the solve of The World Was So Easy, let me know in the comments below. User Crabby Boy also pointed out there was another person also looking to identify our mystery singer who also posted about this song back in 2019. There was also an investigation into a YouTube comment from a woman named Irina Kudrovina, who claimed that she was the singer, though it was fairly clear that she was a troll. Also, there was apparently a 20,000 ruble bounty on this song, which apparently is $21,500 in the United States, though I don't think that was legit, and I can't find anything else about this offer, so I'm kind of feeling like this offer was probably just some sort of joke or something that flew over my head. There was also talk about this commercial for NBN, which may have had another clip of the music video, though this ultimately didn't really lead to much. Someone suggested another possible match for a different mystery person in the same music video, the clarinet player in this case, so we reached out to him. And in my ongoing occasional efforts to mention weird, offbeat, and nonsensical leads, someone thought our mystery vocalist may have been the wife or girlfriend of a Russian mob boss. User Anon0122 would also offer a bounty of €50, or about $53 United States, and this offer, unlike the other one, was definitely real. We also tried to contact Dmitri Sokolov, the first original poster of My Wandering Fire from all the way back in 1999. We thought we'd found him, but it turned out to be the wrong Dmitri, though we found another Dmitri and reached out to him as well. Meanwhile, a YouTuber commented that they also recognized the clip, and that, to their recollection, the music video had been played numerous times, but they couldn't remember the singer's name. And then we heard back from Dmitri, this time the right Dmitri, though he wouldn't be able to add much, himself having lost interest in the search for the singer, nor did he have copies of the video. Another lead seemed promising when we found the names of Russian TV presenters that had presented this music video, though at least one of them didn't know the vocalist when we learned about it, and soon after the other one would let us know that he knew nothing about it as well. And then, a huge new lead. Part of a private team of Russian Lostwave researchers had contacted the RAO, that's the Russian Author Society I told you to remember, and they responded back with a name. According to them, our mystery vocalist was named Natalya Yablonskaya. We even thought we'd found the right Natalya because the facial features seemed to match those of our mystery vocalist extraordinarily well. That sent my Wandering Fire into the channel group for when we feel like we're very close to solving a song, verification needed. But there was some doubt. For one, we'd previously contacted the RAO and they had said that they didn't know the vocalist. Plus, the facial feature match may not have been as amazing as originally thought. So with that, it was moved back out of verification needed, which was somewhat of a letdown. But I know you won't let me down. You won't, right? Because you just need to like and subscribe. Seriously. That's it. Thanks. So, what were the next steps then? Well, figuring out more about the person who'd contacted the RAO as well as the RAO themselves. There was some additional complexity in the private group that I mentioned operating off of chat app Telegram instead of Discord, and quite a bit of back and forth between the users on both platforms. At least we could go off this solid lead. Our mysterious singer had eyebrows. And then we'd hear back from the RAO, who would again confirm Natalya Yablonskaya was in fact our mystery vocalist. Though out of this, the two women that we'd found with his name that seemed to match the look and details of the mystery vocalist had both already been sadly ruled out. Then, Natalya Yablonskaya was seemingly confirmed a third time. I think this is where the whole Russian thing makes this a bit messy, but I do know this caused the channel to again be moved back into verification needed. Now, part of the problem was that this name, Natalya Yablonskaya, was incredibly common in Russia, basically the equivalent of being named Jane Smith here in America, which unfortunately led to this again being moved out of verification needed. Anyway, in a very unique search method, someone in the Telegram group spent about $300 to hire a private investigator to help us find the right Natalya. Then, we seemed to get information connecting Natalya to Alexander, and we found another promising lookalike, while the private investigator found nothing. At least they paid the person back most of what they'd been paid. And then, the biggest lead yet. The private Telegram group had found Natalya with proof. A still from a scene in the music video we didn't have a picture of, and in much higher quality than the video that we had. And this would, yet again, put the song into verification needed. Anyway, this woman, who I'll still call Natalya, provided additional details, and it was all but confirmed. She was, in fact, our mystery vocalist. This was again confirmed when she sent us pictures, both from backstage, as well as the beta cam copy of the video itself. As we waited for the final bits of verification we need to call this song solved, we continued to get backstage photos from Natalya. We just had to wait for somebody to help Natalya digitize this, which meant, sadly, the solve likely wouldn't happen in October. We continued to get more backstage photos in the meantime, along with confirmation of the filmmaker of the music video, Sergei Kalversky. And the excitement was palpable as we continued to get more and more backstage photos. We even got high quality photos with the clarinet player I mentioned. Then, one of the private search members even met Natalya in person. There was a bit of a scramble when we learned that the video Natalya had wasn't a copy of the music video, but instead all of the recordings from the production. Then it seemed like that video didn't have audio either, which was definitely a letdown. And then we got uncensored photos and learned our Natalya's real name, Natalya Verich, along with another song she'd sang, as well as the biggest update and backstory we'd gotten the entire search. All of this was enough. We could finally call this a solve. Natalya Verich, my Wandering Fire. And in part due to the private Telegram group, there was some challenge in figuring out solve credit, but determined to go to user EugeneRFR along with Igor Cherkasov. And while we're still waiting on that restored music video, it does seem like it'll only be a matter of time until we get it. Now, if you excuse me, I suddenly feel the urge to go and play some Tetris. Until next time, I'm PersonOfDistraction, and I'm now listening to
Мой блуждающий огонь затерялся без следа. Чужой тайм заранее. Эти пленники иногда горький дым приносят мне. Мой блуждающий огонь, я как звезда. замерзший смех. И за ним, и за бегом ходит мой замерзший смех.